Call it a Sully side up. The feverish rise in rent may finally be breaking. We'll show you where it could happen first. All that and much more over the hour. So belly up or buckle up. Last call is up right now. It's not all wine and roses on the rental front. Nationwide, rents are still up nearly 9% from a year ago. So where do we go from here? Let's bring in Brown Harris Stephen CEO Bess Freedman. Bess, good to have you back on. Is there any hope out there for renters?
Hey, Brian, good to see you. I do think there's some hope. I think these numbers that we saw today demonstrate that the dynamic is starting to shift. I don't know that renters have the upper hand yet. I think that's going to take some time. And every market is different. I mean, New York City is an outlier. The rental market is really strong here. We're not seeing that shift yet. And we're in the heart of the rental market in the city, and prices are up. The demand is really high. But in other parts of the country, that's starting to ease up, which will be a good thing for inflation and housing costs. And remember, the rental market has all this pressure for two reasons. One, because would-be buyers have opted to rent because of rates going up, and would-be sellers have also decided not to sell because they're not going to get the same rate that they have. So we're seeing a lot of pressure on the rental market, but I hope that it's starting to change.
It would seem the solution to this would be, and we have a segment tomorrow night, RBI is going to be on homes and the shortages of homes, just build more apartments, build more homes.
We need to do that. We need to build more homes. I mean, that's really important. But again, like, for example, in New York City, affordable housing is a big discussion that we have. The 421A is really important. We need to get the budget passed here, but we have to give people incentives so that they do build affordable housing. And so I think there's a lot of gridlock right now in Albany. And so, but we do need new homes. We need people building them. It's important. We need shelter. Everybody needs a place to live and to sleep.
And why aren't we best on, again, Manhattan, San Francisco, some of these closed cities that are, they don't have a lot of physical space to grow. You got to kind of tear something down to build something new. I get that. In other places, why aren't we seeing more built? I think South Florida, we probably are, but why aren't we seeing it?
I mean, inflation, the price of everything is more expensive today. We saw, listen, the Fed implemented 10 consecutive rate hikes. And so everything is more expensive for everyone, labor, the cost of everything. So people have slowed all of that down. And it's going to take some time until we recalibrate. I think we're calling this a recalibration market. That's what we've been describing it as. It's going to take time.
Why does it always feel like every recalibration is higher?
It does, right? It takes some time. I
recalibrated my weight up 10 pounds, right? I mean, like, that's how it is. Is there a breaking point? I mean, how much can somebody, not Ken Griffin, right? Or Peter Griffin, for that matter, the Family Guy. How much can someone spend on a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in Manhattan? I mean, 10 grand a month for like an average place. I know it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, unfortunately, you hit it. You know your numbers because that's probably about the average.
I'm a news anchor. I know everything, or at least pretend I do.
You do a good job of that, Brian. It's about, give or take, depending on what neighborhood. If you go downtown, the prices are $12,000, $15,000. My friend just rented his apartment in Meatpacking for $14,000 a month. And we're hearing about bidding wars. A 1-bedroom on the Upper East Side was put on the market for $5,500 last week. Within an hour, there were multiple offers, and it went for over $6,000. And this is a 1-bedroom apartment on 87th Street. So
87th and what?
2nd Avenue.
I live on 87th between 1st and 2nd when Fiona's was the bar there. That's going for, what?
You should have bought something, Brian. What's wrong with you?
No money. I made like $19,000 a year. Bess, thank you very much.
Thanks,
do appreciate
Brian.
the 87th Street. Where you been?